Hey, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at a lot of 9 phones that I got for $20. So all these phones were about $16 plus $4 shipping. So here's the original listing. You can see 9 phones for $20 total. And take a while and try and spot why I bought this listing. There's one phone on there that's actually the main reason why I purchased that lot. Just take a while and guess. Pause the video and try and guess the main reason I bought that lot of phones. If you're a phone collector, it's going to be very easy for you to spot the reason why. So pause the video and take a guess. Did you do it? Did you spot it? Yeah. If you did, it is actually this phone over here, the Nokia 7705 Twist. This phone goes for sometimes easily over $50 and even more. I've seen it go online. This phone is a phone that was, I think, only released in the US on the Verizon network, and it was a CDMA phone, and it's not a very common phone. It's not a very common phone. It's not ultra rare, but it is rare. And when it does show up, it does sell for quite a high price online. So that's the main reason I bought this. The other phones are just a bonus. The main reason was this phone itself. That's mostly why I bought this lot. And we're definitely going to be checking that phone out and all the other phones as well. I have their names written down, their model years and everything. So that is that. Also, in addition to the plant, just livening up the mood in the more boring sections of my videos, like this backdrop with the white background and stuff, I also went ahead and bought one of these things. It's one of those squishmallow things, and as you can see, it is also a phone. So when I saw it, I actually thought I should definitely get this for my videos, and I actually found this by accident. I wasn't searching for it, and I saw it by accident, and I thought, hey, that looks like a phone. It turns out it is actually a phone, and it definitely adds a nice face to the background when the video is a bit boring, in addition to the plant as well, just to liven up the video. So that is a new addition that you'll see really often. It's just nice to have it there alongside the plant. So yeah, that's just a new addition to my videos. And as usual, before jumping right into this video, don't forget to smash that like button down below, as it helps this video get on YouTube's algorithm. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell notification button so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this lot of phones. Also, especially the 7705 Nokia over there. Do you own one? Do you want to get one to add to your collection? Did you own one at some point? Or whatever you want to let me know. Leave a comment down below or a question so I can start a discussion or answer your question down in the comment section below. And also don't forget to check out my social media, which is linked down in the description below, which includes Instagram, Discord, and Twitter. And I'd highly recommend you following me on Twitter, because I'm trying to build my Twitter account and try to post there more often so that I can announce things early before uploading videos or whatever. And Instagram definitely as well, looking into posting more often. I actually have started to post really often, almost daily. So yeah, definitely give us a follow, and there's a nice community on Discord if you like to follow there as well. So yeah, now let's jump right into this video. Okay, so let's start off with the star of the show here, the 2009 Nokia 7705 Twist. So as you can see, as the name says, it's a twisty phone with a really shiny reflection-like thing. I think this was marketed as a ladies' phone, and it was released in 2009. It is decently rare. Like I said, it's not that easy to find, and working ones are a bit harder to find as well. So I hope this one works. It looks in decent shape. All of these phones, by the way, are missing their battery, so I'm pretty sure that's why they didn't work when the seller tested them. He said he tested them and they didn't work, and I don't know if he had a battery. He had batteries for these phones separately or what, but none of these phones have batteries. But yeah, let's go ahead and put a battery in this thing and see what happens. So the battery bay is over here. We do that off camera so I don't have to be covering serial numbers. So the BL5C battery fits there perfectly. Power it on. Okay, so it works. Oh, that's nice. Look at that light. I've seen that in some of the videos. That's a really nice light, as you can see. That's really nice. So yeah, I think it's definitely a ladies' phone of some sort. Probably was marketed as a ladies' phone at the time. It's vibrating really heavily. So that's good, it works. So we don't have to deal with that. I'm trying to fix that. kind of has a live wallpaper like thing, which is nice. It still has Verizon signal, or I don't know if that's even dummy signals, but that's nice to see. So unlock, these are touch buttons, by the way, the clear and the unlock and all. So enter lock code. So it does have a lock code of some sort. I'm not sure what the lock code, maybe it's the previous user's lock code. But we shall see. I'm not gonna get in, like, you know, my if you're a regular on this channel, you know that when we do part slots, we don't do individual repairs within the larger video itself. We do separate videos for repairs. So yeah, the phone works, everything, as you can see, the buttons and stuff do work, everything works. It's just there's a lock code, probably the previous owner's lock code or something. We'll figure out how to take that off in probably a different video, but for now, let us turn this phone off. It works, so that's all that matters. I essentially got this for $20. This was the main reason I bought this lot of phones. So it works. That's a big thumbs up. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this thing's cover back on, and we'll get it, we'll just leave it over there. So this thing works, so that is a big thumbs up. Alright, so let's pick up the next phone, and it's kind of obvious what this phone is if you already know phones. It's a really recognizable phone. It's the 2012 Samsung Galaxy S3, the most powerful phone of 2012, a beast of a phone. However, the term the most powerful phone kinda has dissipated over time, and a lot of phones are all equally powerful now. That race to be the most powerful phone kind of has died down. It's just more about actual performance and not just performance on paper anymore, and Apple is clearly winning that in terms of on paper and performance in general. So times have changed, but this is the Galaxy S3, cracked at the top and the bottom there, but the display looks kind of fine. There's kind of a discoloration there, as you can see, kind of some discoloration, but everything else looks fine. I remember I held one of these. It was my friend's one a very long time ago, so I haven't held one of these in a while, and they have the standard Samsung 4-pin prong there, as you can see there. The Galaxy S5, I do have a Galaxy S5. The Galaxy S5 starts using a BL5C battery, so there's no difference. There should be no difference between the Galaxy S3 here and the Galaxy S4 here. So if the S5 starts with the same 4 pins and on the Nokia BL5C battery, the S3 also should definitely start with the 4 pins on if you keep them properly on the BL5C, and that's what I've basically done. The first 3 pins on the 3 pins of the BL5C, because the BL5C is a 3-pin battery, or a 3-connector battery, and let me align that again. Okay, so that is perfectly aligned. See if this thing turns on. Yes, it vibrated. Okay, so there we are. So if the S5 works, the S3 should definitely work. That's kind of obvious. Okay, so I had to really hold the battery still because it wouldn't open, it wouldn't go into the OS if I didn't hold the battery really still, but there we go. No, don't show again. As you can see, the phone works just fine. The display is also surprisingly not image burned, because at this age, Samsungs are usually burned really badly. As you can see, the phone works just fine. So we're not gonna hog on this for too long. We'll cover this phone in a different video, but for now, as you can see, the Galaxy S3 works just fine despite the damage. Okay, so next up is the S4. So as you can see, it's also heavily damaged at the top there, but the display looks fine. Galaxy S4. The Galaxy S4 was released just a year after the S3 in 2013. So this one's a Cricket wireless one. So let's go ahead and take the back off and put the battery off camera. This one has a SIM as well. Try and line the battery with the 3 prongs. Okay, that's that. See if it powers on. Let me do that again. Okay, so it vibrated. There we go. I'll just skip to when the thing turns on. It'll take a while. So the S4 also works just fine. As you can see here, the touchscreen works, everything works. It's also not burned, surprisingly, which is really strange. Usually the display would be burned. I guess these phones were not used for that long after they got damaged, but as you can see, it works just fine. It's really smooth and all of that stuff. So we'll cover this phone in a different video in the future as well. So now let's move on to the next phone. So this next phone is a bit confusing. On the back it says Galaxy Prevail LTE, and when I run the number on the inside, it calls itself the Galaxy Co Prime. So I think the sticker inside is actually more accurate. So it's a Galaxy Co Prime 2014. But it also sometimes shows up as the Galaxy Prevail. Maybe in some countries it was known as the Prevail. Sometimes it was in some countries it's probably known as the Co Prime LTE, the Co Prime. And it's roughly from 2014, I guess, but it looks a bit older than that. I don't know. But either way, let's see if this thing works using the same battery. Let's go ahead and align the battery properly and see if this thing actually turns on. Okay. Let me try and push that back properly. Let's see. It's the same pin layout, so it should turn on easily. Let me actually have a closer look off camera. Hold up. So this thing is actually on, as you can see. I don't know if the light's coming through. It is on, but the display is destroyed. So yeah, that is what it is. The display is completely destroyed. It vibrated and all that stuff. As you can see, it says 4G a bit there. There we go. That's making a sound. The touchscreen somewhat still works. It actually has lifted up from the frame, as you can see there. So it is what it is. It's just completely destroyed. We'll be not returning to this phone. I guess I'll just toss it in and just completely forget it exists. Not really worth repairing these things. You don't really find parts as well. These were not that popular anyway. So Galaxy Prevail, Co Prime, whatever hell you want to call it, broken display, completely destroyed. Let's move on to the next phone. Alright, so the next phone is a ZTE Z835, also known as the Maven 3. So ZTE Z835, Maven or Maven, whatever you want to call it, 3. So this phone is from, I believe, 2017. It says 2017 everywhere, but it doesn't really look like a 2017 phone. That or it's just a super budget phone. It's one of those ZTE phones with that really soft and nice back. They have a really nice back cover. So let's go ahead and plug in a battery. It also has the four pin thing. However, it's on the other side, so not sure if the Nokia battery will work for this thing. Let's actually see if it works. Let me press it in place. This Nokia battery is amazing, but it doesn't always power every single phone. I'll have to actually do this off camera because it's on the other side. I'll do this off camera, be right back. So because of the awkward position of the battery bay and stuff, I actually have to hold it in a weird way. But as you can see, this thing does work. The only issue is it is locked, and I accidentally activated the camera there, as you can see. But the phone is locked. It has a passcode on it, and it's just freaking out now. I'm hiding the display because there's some notifications from the some phone number, so it's probably the previous user's friend or something. So it is passcode locked anyway, so I have to reset it. Anyway, we'll deal with this phone in a different video. Alright, so next up we have the Samsung Freeform 4 from 2012. So 2012 Samsung Freeform 4. It is a full QWERTY phone, as you can see there. Definitely on the budget end of things. So hopefully, as I remember when I was wiping these phones, a lot of these phones were really dirty. This thing actually has 3 pins, and we can just straight up use the Nokia battery on this without moving around too much or anything. So it should just easily fit in there and just easily power on. Let's see. There we go. SHR390 Samsung Freeform 4. Let's give it some time. Alright, so next up is the ZTE X500 Score, or the ZTE Score X500 from 2011, which is a basic budget Android phone. from 2011, and this thing's back cover is missing. And earlier, since the back cover is missing, I just tried to quickly shove in a battery, and I realized that there's this small square-like thing here. Even the BL5C cannot creep up to all 3 pins because of that square-like thing. You can go for the 2 pins like that, but the phone does not power on the 2 pins. So we'll have to find a different way. I tried the Motorola BP6X, I tried this Samsung battery, I tried, where's that LG battery? There's another LG battery, there we go. So I tried the BLN48LN, tried a bunch of batteries. That small square-like thing is actually quite annoying. So we'll have to do this in a separate video, find a battery for this, maybe a back cover as well in a different video. Alright, so up next, this is a very basic tiny phone, no cameras, nothing of the sort. This is the Samsung GT-E1086L, so Samsung GT-E1086L from 2009, and this thing is on the Tigo network, which is essentially Millicom. Millicom is a larger company that brands its stuff as Tigo, and it has a lot of sub-brand networks, and Tigo is one of the sub-brand networks. This is either from South America or the Caribbean, because it's the insides, most of it is written in Spanish, and when I searched this phone up, and a lot of stuff did come in Spanish as well. So either South America or the Caribbean. I've actually tested one of these phones out. I think it was in a previous video or something, I think, but it has 3 pins and it kind of contacts, and I did test this phone off camera as well, just for the hell of it. I thought it would be easy. It kind of does power on, but sometimes you have to hold down the power button, but as you can see now it doesn't really have that issue. Earlier I had to hold down the power button, and if you move it even the slightest, kind of freaks out. No, it's not doing that again. The battery's really just at a weird angle, so let me try that again. But it does work, so it is what it is. The battery's at an odd angle, so that's why it's not really wanting to power on normally. Come on, do that again, just once more. And the battery on this thing is really tiny as well, so it doesn't really want to stay in one place there. Let's try this one more time. Now it's just being weird. Let me see this off camera. So for some reason it doesn't want to turn on now. It turned on a couple of times when I tested it off camera, but now it doesn't really want to turn on. It's really weird, but as you saw, it does turn on. It probably just doesn't really like the battery, but it still can get power from the BL5C, so what? It is what it is. We'll look at this phone maybe in another video. I think I already have one of these from another part slot previously. If you go watch my other part slot videos, you may see it, but it is what it is. Samsung phone with a really long name, GT10, what was it? GT-E1086L. So GT-E1086L from Samsung 2009. So let's move on to the final phone now. So the final phone here is a US Cellular LG UN200 Saber, or LG Saber UN200. This phone is from 2011, so 2011, UN200 Saber from LG. Another QWERTY phone with a unique design. The display is really small and out of shape there. Let's go ahead and put the battery in this thing. It should, very strangely, if you look, if I knock off that plastic part there, this BL5C battery will fit perfectly into that. It's kind of like they copied Nokia here, and just put the exact shaped battery. That's actually strange. Look at that. All I have to do is break off that piece of plastic and it's gonna sit there perfectly. But we're not gonna do that. Let's see if this thing powers on. It is touching pins, so it should power on. It'll be ironic that the battery the battery bay that ironically fits the battery perfectly will not power the phone on, which is strange. But is it actually touching the pins? Oh right, the pins aren't touching really. Let me try and figure this out off camera. Okay, so despite being the almost perfect shape for that battery, I actually have to angle it in a weird angle like that, as you can see there, and the phone does work. As you can see, sorry about my finger, it's in the way, but it is what it is. There we go. So there we go. The phone works just fine there. It is what it is. There we go. It has some options and stuff, but as you can see, the phone works just fine. So yeah, that was the final phone. Oh, the battery's staying like that, which is kind of nice. I'm not even holding the battery. Look, it's just stuck like that. That's interesting. So yeah, the phone works just fine there. Wait, pause, search, whatever. Let's take the battery out now. Okay, so that was the Samsung, the LG Saber U200, U300. I forgot what was it called. I keep forgetting these names. I just have them written down. Okay, the UN200 Saber from 2011. And yeah, so all these phones essentially work, except we couldn't test this one because it's at a weird angle, and this one, well, doesn't work. It's the motherboard works, everything else is destroyed. This one is acting a little weird. Everything else works just fine, but the main star of the show here does work, so that's all I care. I gotta go clean this phone up a bit more and probably do a full retro style review video on this phone as well. But for $20, that's like $2.2 a phone or something like that. 9 phones for $2.2 a phone. That's not bad. I got the phone that I needed. Everything else is just a bonus, so I'll just put the rest of these away for now and focus on this phone. Probably do a video in a few days time. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up on the like button down below, as it helps this video get on YouTube's algorithm. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell notification button so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about these phones, this whole parts lot. Do you own any of these phones at a certain time, or whatever you want to let me know down in the comment section below, or ask a question so I can answer it down in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to check out my social media, which is linked down in the description below, which includes Instagram, Discord, and Twitter. Thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.